Welcome to another Parrot Key episode. We are going to be talking about the updated mobile process now that the Chubby Buttons are able to be used within the mobile app when you're taking photos. I'm Neil Bauman. This is Armand Thompson. It's good to see you guys. Good to be here. We just wanted to bring an overall updated video on how the process is now and what it's going to look like moving forward. Our videos on there right now, they're good techniques, and it's how the process does go. Sort of, it's just now kind of out of order. Now that the Chubby Buttons is working within the mobile app, or any Bluetooth clicker will work within it, you just know that we recommend these as they are the most durable. I think they run about what, $80?
Yeah, I think and sometimes you get a good deal on them. A 2-pack for like
110.
Yeah.
Will you get rid of that transcript on the side? So yeah, 2-pack I think is for about 110 right now. And I think it's like from time to time. I recommend doing that because I have about 4 of these. How many do you have?
I have 0 right now. Mine's sitting in someone's attic from an inspection on Tuesday.
Oh, jeez.
I'm waiting for my 2-pack to come.
Oh, he's got a 2-pack coming. I was like, order one. So yeah, it's nice to have a couple of them because you're gonna lose it. It happens. I know it's kind of a pricey device at the $80, but 110 for 2, that's not that bad. $55 a pop. If you get a cheaper Bluetooth clickers, which I do not recommend until we make our own, which that is in the works.
And they don't break on you. The only reason you buy new ones is because you lose them.
Yeah, no, literally, they have not broke on me once. I think my first one broke on me because I wasn't securing the back case tight enough. So just make sure you use like a screwdriver. I'll even use the edge of the inspector stick. That's honestly how I do it. Oh God, I hit my finger. I crushed my finger in a weight and I just smacked it again. So yeah, you get this in here and you can kind of turn it a little bit and make sure it's tight. And this thing's on there tight as can be. So because the battery would get loose in the back, but it was all, again, user error. It's never broken on me other than that. When we come out with our Bluetooth clicker, we'll let you guys know. Like I said, we're in the works of that right now and should have something at the end of 2025, maybe early 2026. So getting that all figured out. But to the process now. So now you're going to be, and I'm going to screen share and show you this right now, but I just want to give you a brief overview. So when you go into a room now, and I do this for each room, same sequence, before, what would I do? I think I would sketch, still take the photographs. I think I would sketch it first, then take my photographs, then write my estimate. Same thing, essentially, but now you're going in the app. Maybe it was a little different. I can't remember my own process. But do the sketch of the room, then click into the actual room, highlight it blue. You're going to see the camera icon pop up in the bottom corner, which I'm going to show you. Click that camera icon, then take your photos with the Chubby Buttons. I put it in the back of my hand. I know some guys, some girls, they'll Velcro it to the back. I don't believe in that. I just hold it right here and take my photos. I got my finger on the plus button, and I'll even have an AI note recorder, which I'll talk about in another video, back there, taking my notes. So I keep it right here. I click in the room. I take my photos while in the room. Then I back out, and then I start my estimate for that room. Repeat. Go into the next room. Sketch it. Click in the room, highlighting in blue. The camera icon pops up. Click on the camera icon. Take your pictures. Write the estimate. So I'm going to show you really quick. I'll start a little screen recording. And here it goes. And we will go from there. Hopefully I got enough space on this dang thing. So we'll go into the testy tester file. I gotta label testy tester. Go on estimate, sketch. What's even in here? Room 1. All right, this will be this office. Just to give you guys a brief overview of how I do this. This is like a little L-shaped little doorway. So I just kind of get the general shape of a room. You guys see my videos before. I get the general shape of the room first, and then I go through and hit my measurements. I don't have my disto. I don't know if you don't need to do it. All right, so this is the general shape of the room. I have a little closet here, which I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do it right after. So I'll get this. Again, activate this handle, activate this one, shoot it with my disto. It's going to move that where I need it to be. Then I come to this wall, because I don't want to move. Oh wait, sorry. Come here, activate this handle, shoot the disto, bam. Same thing here. Handle, shoot the disto. You guessed it. Last wall, activate it, shoot it. You're not going to do this because you already did this one earlier. No sense in doing this wall here because you already did it with that first measurement. So got it done, got it taken care of. I'll even drop a label in there. Office. Surprised it did.
Yeah.
All right, now that the room is highlighted, again, make sure it's highlighted. You see when it's highlighted, the cameras pop up in the bottom there, all those icons. I can flip it, do whatever the heck I want with this thing. Okay. I want to click on that camera icon. Again, has to be highlighted. Click the camera icon. I'm in it. Okay.
0.5 camera.
Yep. 0.5 critical. We always do that. Notice the difference. Okay. Kind of more difficult. I have to stick the inspector stick out further. You got to zoom in on certain things, then by all means go ahead. I still use the one. I'm not like anti, one zoom, but it's just way easier with the stick. Look how close I have this to the back of the iPad, and it's showing up like that. Okay. This is why I see a lot of you, especially the guys that I train, the girls that I train, that are doing this. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You got you can do the same damn thing. Look, so I'm pointing at the logo here, right? Like that. Why would I do it like that when I can go like this? Okay, will you hand me a black stick?
Yeah.
This is why I personally like the black stick more. Because right now there's no light, but if I were to turn this flash on, okay. Can't click on that photo. A lot easier to see. I don't know why it's not letting me do that, but because I'm taking the photos in the room, so.
And the overviews will be a lot better as well.
Yeah, so get your pictures, hit done in the top corner. Okay, those photos are in there. Now I go right into the sketch. Top right corner. Oh, sorry, you got some inventory in here, huh? Select all. Let me delete that. Okay, so I'm in there. Go my macros. You don't have your macros set up, go get them set up. Or you can buy ours too. I'm not trying to push my macros on you, but there's no macros literally on the planet like ours unless someone's jacked ours, which probably has happened by now. So go into our macros. Ours are $150. You get how many we're at now? 157, 160, 160 macros all in order. Look at the screen. All my ones are my exterior. I'm not going to show you guys all this because I don't want you to steal my stuff. Set up items, add my stuff, go into my interior. Every single texture, I got 3 types of each one, all preloaded. I'm just dropping my different stuff in. And I'm not going to give you guys my interior to my brain there. But add my macros, add my estimate, go to the next room, repeat. All right, say I'm coming out here. There's a room over here. Okay, get rid of that. Again, room's highlighted blue. That's the only way that camera icon is going to pop up. Click the camera icon, take my pictures. Overview, 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 overview. Flash on. All right. Oh, this is right. All right. Done. Okay. That's in there now. So now when I go into my photos, look at that. It's in the rooms already. So now wherever I move those rooms, that's where it's going. You gotta think. You gotta try to make your process as simplified as possible. I tell adjusters all the time that I was a very lazy adjuster. I just wanted to get through my day, so that's why I kind of developed all this. Just try to get through it as quick as possible and as efficient as possible.
Yeah, because now you don't have to go at the end of the file, upload all the pictures, organize the photos. They're already all ready to go, organized in their folders.
And it keeps you in line, like you're doing the same 3-step process every time. Just think every time I go in a room, sketch it, click in the room, photographs, click in the little task or the little, what do you want to call that, clipboard. Go in your macros, estimate. That's it. Go to the next room, draw it, get your measurements, click in the room, photos. Take your photos, estimate, done. Next room, guess what? Same thing. It's the same process. You can't forget. And then yes, sometimes it might take a little bit longer. I know some guys, or some adjusters are like, oh, I don't want to hold them up all day. Sometimes the insured can't be there. I understand that. That's fine. You don't have to. Even if you do steps 1 and 2 in there and you wait for it to estimate back at your place because it's a large file, that's fine. You're still a lot further than most of the people that are just sketching on a pen and pad, taking photos on a camera or their iPhone, then going back and uploading. I know some adjusters that do it through the iCloud. They're like, oh, the iCloud gets it. Well, when you go on a deployment, you're doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever files, how many files a day, waiting on those files to come in or those photos to come in. They're all not going to come in right away. I tried that in my first deployment. It doesn't work. So just do it this way. Upload those files. If you don't have service, get a Starlink, upload those files. I know some people are like, what if the iPad breaks and I lose my sketch? Or yeah, just don't break your iPad. I had this for what, 2.5, 3 years?
I've had the same iPad since I've started.
Yeah, I have a crack on it here and there. It's not gonna break unless you're freaking crazy with it. But if you're worried about it, send it up the cloud. Get a Starlink, send it up after the job. I'll hold my files all day in here at the end of the day and then send it up. It's no big deal to me. But a lot of time I have service and I send it up, or I got my Starlink rolling in the back of my truck and I'll send it up that way as well. I think T-Mobile also will allow that because I think they got the Starlink capabilities. I know other carriers are getting it, but none of them are as advanced, I think, as T-Mobile because they were the first. So that's really it today. Let me stop this recording really quick. That's it, right?
Yeah,
correct? But yeah, updated process, guys. If you want to get the full detailed layout, you can head over to our online class, head over to our website, which we're going to be updating today or possibly tonight. But we're going to get that updated. You can head over there and get our online class. I think it's what we're doing right now, $250.
I think so. Yeah.
$250. You get unlimited lifetime access. You get access to all of our macros. We're doing a huge video dump today, so we're going to add about 3 or 4 hours of videos to that online class. So if you want to get a more detailed layout of this process, head over there, and you're going to have 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of videos that are going to lay this all out. I just wanted to get you guys updated on where it is right now. And those of you that are already using mobile, you can watch this and kind of reconfigure how you're doing your process to match it up with this, and then you're good to go. So storm season's right around the corner, guys. We got a lot of big things happening in the future. We have a mentorship program that's been going great. Those people are about to graduate now. I think we're going to be doing the next class May, I believe, the beginning of May.
And a couple of them are already been onboarded with
literally, I would say about the majority. There's only about 2 that haven't. One that's just not ready to yet because they personal choice. And the other one I think is working for attorneys. So I think everyone is onboarded or is doing some type of work. So this is going to be the last class that I do this year before we do it the following year. So if you want to get in, May is going to be the last opportunity for our 2-month mentorship. The online class is always going to be there. The macros are always going to be there. Inspector sticks are restocked. Our elevation stick, we're days away from having that out. So a lot of good things coming in the pipeline. And we also are going to be at PLRB, the Large Loss Conference in Indiana. So those of you that are going to be there, we're going to have our first ever booth for Parakeet. We're very excited. It'll be a big year for us. So we're really excited to bring all this stuff to you guys. So anything you want to add?
No, I think that should do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. We hope everyone has a good day and stay tuned for new episodes.
Bye, guys.
Yep.